Hello again. This is Minister Dwight Garvin, Field Minister, Christian, Church of Christ Christian, First Century. Yeah, we're back here, for another short segment. This segment is last time we spoke, it was about the pattern of the worship service, the first century worship service. About what to do, the preaching, the laying aside as you've been prospered, the Lord's Supper, the praying, and all those different singing. Now I want to share a few scriptures with you to let you know who are commanded to do those things. Men. The men inside of the worship service were designed for those positions. Okay. We're going to be talking a little bit about that. I know this may be a little sensitive subject to some of you women out there, because you got yourself up in the pulpit and up in the overseeing the bishop. I don't see it, So until God give me something to go on, you're overstepping. Well, now let's go over here and start talking about what the Bible says, because I like to try to lay it down what the Bible is saying. I want to share with you. Let me put my things on here. First Timothy 2:12. First Timothy 2:12. It said, "But I suffer not unto a woman to teach, nor to assert authority over a man, but to be in silence." People, I know that a lot of us don't want to hear that, but women are not allowed to head out the worship service. You cannot pulpit, you cannot oversee, you cannot deacon. You can stand at the door and greet, you can do that. But biblically and scripturally, you cannot fill those positions as long as there's a man there. You can't do it. It says, "But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over a man, but to be in silence." Now I want to talk just a minute here about what do usurp mean. Usurp, I had to look that up myself because that's an old biblical term. So in the Strong's Concordance, it means to attempt to seize authority, defy God's law, assume dictatorial rights. People, when Paul was over in the churches preaching, specifically in the church in Corinth, you got these big masses of people around in the congregation. He's trying to deliver the word. Christ has gone back to heaven now. And Paul's had his conversion. He is the more knowledgeable one of all the apostles. Still on the same level, but he done so much, he ended up being a little bit more intellectual. Smart. The women was hollering across the congregation for this and for that. And I'm going to let you know exactly what Paul said to do. Got it by the Holy Spirit. Now we're going to hop on over here to 2 Corinthians 14. I want to start in the verse 34. And we're going to take that all the way down to 35. "Let your women keep silent in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law." You cannot pulpit or deacon or oversee or bishop. You cannot do it in the worship service. You cannot do it. And if they learn anything, verse 35, "Let them ask her husband at home, for it's a shame for a woman to speak in the church." Women, if you got women, listen. If it's 49 of y'all and one man, that one man has got the lead sing. He got to take up collections. He got to preach. He got to teach. He got to lead sing. He got to lead the baptism. He got to lead the calling for forgiveness and the conversion from sinners to saints. He got to do the whole scenario. You just sit there and keep silent. Talk among yourselves. If you learn anything from one that's not married, hey, ask your husband. Ask your friends, your guy friends, after the worship service is over. Ask the deacons. Ask the ministers after the service is over. But in the meantime, you're to remain up on the obedience. Those positions inside the worship service are designed toward men. Women are not permitted. Keep that in mind while you're trying to mouth your way all the way through church. Don't run up and down the hallway causing all that controversy. God don't want no circus. You ain't got no clubs on up in the church. He stripped all the mechanical instruments out so you wouldn't get the groove on. That stuff is a distraction. It needs to come from the heart and out through the mouth. Akipala. You hear me? Now get yourself to the nearest, friendliest neighborhood church of Christ. And get with the elders, the deacons, the ministers, and the Christian brothers and sisters that can sit down and enrich you with the Spirit so you can make the conversion from sinner to saint, sinner to Christian, unsaved to saved, on the milk to the meat. Now I love you. Women, you know your place. This is Minister Dwight Galbraith. Until the next segment, I see you and I love you.